Two American aircraft have been downed, and President Donald Trump has given Iran a final warning. There's been some insane news coming out over the past 24, 48 hours with the war on Iran. We're going to talk about it right now, getting started with the first aircraft that was downed by the Iranian military. An F-15 was downed. Now, this news comes out as quite shocking because we hear a lot about the US saying that, and Israel saying they've completely destroyed all anti-air systems with Iran. But obviously that's not the case because there is a few things going on here, isn't there? Now, this F-15's been shot down. The two servicemen, as far as we're aware, have survived because one of them has been rescued by the American military, which, by the way, shout out to the American military getting that squared away ASAP. However, the second individual, the second pilot, is still missing. Let me pull this up real quick. This is images of the aircraft itself, the F-15 that got shot down. Here is a part of the aircraft right here. You can see the images here. This is all by Router, by the way. So if you wanted to check out this, I will leave sources down below with everything that I'm doing here. One F-15E crew member recovered. Search continues for the second after ejection over Iran. Now, I've got ground news up here because this is one of the best news sources for it if you want unbiased information. But with this type of subject, it's automatically going to be unbiased. The US fighter jet, likely an F-15E, was shot down over southwestern Iran near Kolchikal. I can't pronounce that. One of two crew members was rescued by US Special Forces. Shout out to US Special Forces getting that squared away ASAP. Well done, lads. Amid ongoing search efforts for the second crew member with support from Israeli intelligence, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps claimed responsibility for shooting down the jet and urged citizens to capture the enemy pilot alive, offering a reward. Now, I think that's really important. If Iran had captured this individual, they would be plastering it all over the place. So if you're seeing things online where people who are in support of Iran are saying that they've got him, they've captured him, whatever, I don't believe that for a second. Because if they did, Iran would be shouting this from the top of the mountains, wouldn't they? The downing of the jet marks the first confirmed loss of US aircraft inside Iranian territory during the ongoing regional conflicts. We've got some different things going on here. This is a video of tribes in Iran saying that they're heading into the mountains armed with rifles to search for the missing US F-15 pilot. It's just a short video of them walking through the mountains, as you can see. Absolutely crazy footage, though, the fact that we even have this type of stuff. The next bit of video I've got right here kind of leads into the second situation that's going on. Basically, because we're searching for the second pilot, we've sent in a lot of aircraft, including A-10 Warthogs and stuff like that. And what happened was, apparently, an A-10 Warthog got shot at by small arms, and the pilot had to eject. Now, I've heard rumors that the pilot actually got injured during this. I don't know if this pilot's been recovered. As far as I'm aware, he has, but I've not got a confirmation on that. This video right here is showing how low these aircraft are flying, and this is a legit video of these aircraft getting small arms fired at them. As you can hear with the... look how low they're flying there. Insane. And you can see him firing small arms at the aircraft. This is obviously some helos, but it happened to an A-10 Warthog. So what we're seeing here is low aircraft. Here's the post that I saw about it. Another US plane was damaged in a search and rescue mission for downed American. An American A-10 Warthog took fire and was damaged during a search and rescue mission for a crew member of the US fighter jet that was downed over Iran, two US officials told CBS News. The Warthog pilot ejected over the Persian Gulf and was successfully recovered. So he has been recovered. That is really, really good. It is still quite worrying that this has happened so quickly after the first one. But let's see what this says right here as well by Ground News. Second U.S. Air Force plane downed in Persian Gulf region, pilot rescued report. On Friday, April 3rd, the U.S. Air Force launched search and rescue mission after an F-15E Strike Eagle was shot down over southwestern Iran. One crew member was successfully extracted. The Iranian military circulated government messages offering $60,000 reward to capture the F-15 crew alive and to fire upon CSAR aircraft. While we already know about all that stuff. The Pentagon scrambled HH-60G Pave Hawk rescue helicopters and HC-130J Combat King 2 refueling aircraft over Khuzestan. Though both assets operate at vulnerable speeds, sorry, I can't speak today, and altitudes, risking ambush from short-range air defense over hostile terrain. That's the video that we just saw earlier, showing that happening in real time. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt told Military Times on Friday the president has been briefed on the incident, while apparently, I'm just breaking on this here. Trump has given this, I'm going to talk about it in a minute. Trump has given this like 48-hour deadline with Iran to continue negotiations and talk about it. He is saying apparently that the incidents with these aircraft is not affecting the talks that are being held, which I think is quite interesting. In fact, let's get straight into that right now. So Trump posted this on Truth Social. Remember when I gave Iran 10 days to make a deal or open up the Hormuz Strait? Time is running out. 48 hours before hell will rain down on them. Glory be to God, President Donald J. Trump. I don't know what hell will be rained down on him. I'm hoping, obviously, that it's not some sort of nukes or anything like that. But apparently, from what I've heard, the downed aircraft is not going to have an effect on these talks. On Saturday, April 4th, which is today, as of recording this, Donald Trump issued a 48-hour deadline for Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. The ultimatum follows a 10-day extension Trump announced on March 26. To U.S. warplanes, yeah, we already know that. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi rejected the U.S. proposal for a ceasefire, asserting Tehran seeks a conclusive and lasting end to the conflict rather than temporary diplomatic measures. The Strait, a critical choke point. Yeah, we already know about all the oil that it's doing. So we've got three things here that have happened over the past 24, 48 hours. One aircraft, an F-15, was shot down. One crew member has been rescued by U.S. Special Forces. Great job from their part to get that squared away ASAP. We have got one service member who is still out there who needs rescuing, and I'm hoping, I'm going to upload this pretty soon after I've recorded it, I am hoping we get a notification over the next few hours that he has been rescued by US or Israeli forces, and we want that to happen. We want him to be safe. A second plane was obviously attacked, this A-10 Warthog, an absolutely fantastic aircraft that we've done lots of videos on. It took small arms fire. The pilot ejected. I did hear rumors that he actually got hit by this small arms. However, I've not been able to confirm that, so please take that with a grain of salt. He was ejected from the aircraft and he has been rescued, which is good. And now Trump has given this 48 hours. So it is Easter. By Monday, we're going to see what happens with this 48 hours. What is going to happen in the early next week? We're going to be doing more news videos on this because I think it's fun. I find it absolutely fascinating. I do want to end this on one note as well. When you go online looking for this stuff, I basically have sat down for the past few hours, pulling all the research together to try and get you as good information, as recent information as I possibly can with these videos. I really like doing these news videos, so if you do like me doing these, please like this video. Comment down below that you like these news ones because they go short on my algorithm. My algorithm just wants me to react to stuff, but I want to talk current affairs with the military. I think it's super important and I'm passionate about it. I want you to be aware of something real quick. When you go online in 2026 looking for information about this stuff, you're going to see an ungodly amount of AI slop. Please be careful. It is so easy to see videos and images and just people talking garbage. You've got to sift through it. You've got to cite your sources. It's very, very difficult in today's day and age. So be very aware of that. I will leave links down below to the sources that I've used for this video. If you're watching this and it's a bit stressful, get yourself outside, drink some morale. If you haven't already, go get yourself a chug. 10% off, link down below for the best drinking vessel in the world. If you like these news videos, like I said, please like the video because the YouTube algorithm doesn't like me doing them. And I want to do more of them because I think this is more important than anything else right now, is getting this information out, real information out to the general public. Until next time, I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.